EVE Online's Catalyst expansion has brought us a new Epic arc, and I have some tips for you if you're planning on running it. Hey there, Groven here for the Drone Bay. The new Fractured Legacy Epic arc is the first one that's been introduced to the game in more than 15 years. An Epic arc, for those unfamiliar, is a chain of special missions for a specific faction that are repeatable every few months. Many players will be familiar with the Sisters of Eve Epic arc, the Bloodstained Stars, which is often suggested to new players as something to do after finishing their career missions. The new arc is significantly shorter than most of the others and is specifically designed to show players some of the features of the Catalyst expansion. CCP has already made some changes to the arc since it was released and since I ran it to record for this video, and it makes completion a little smoother. The Epic arc begins at the Air Laboratory Station in Kisogo and contains 3 missions. It's designed to be completed in a single play session. It took me about 2.5 hours, though I was admittedly not playing for optimal speed since I was taking time to get footage. Also, CCP has made some changes, which I'll go over later in the video, to specifically reduce the amount of time it takes. In total, the arc rewards you with 9 million ISK, some outer ring excavations, standings, and a Pioneer mining destroyer. It's worth noting that the Pioneer is rewarded after the first mission, so if that's what you're really after, you don't necessarily need to complete the entire arc. For the first mission, you'll want a venture that's fit a bit differently than what you might normally see. I'll have a link to the fit I used in the description. First, you need to have a data analyzer for 2 of the 3 missions. I'm sure by now some enterprising space capitalists have stocked the local market with some, but on my first time through I did have to go get one. Your mission agent also recommends that you bring either an afterburner or micro warp drive. I highly recommend that you opt for the MWD. The mission areas are very spread out, and you'll often be flying hundreds of kilometers in each one. I also brought a 3rd mining laser in my cargo, knowing that I was eventually going to switch to the Pioneer, which has 3 turret slots. Speaking of, you'll be given the skill book for the Pioneer at the first mission, and you're encouraged to start training it immediately. I'll avoid talking too much about the plot of the mission, but you find out very early on that you're investigating a mysterious death. The first mission takes you to an active outer ring excavations mining operation. This mission is built around showing players what the new phased fields and prismaticite asteroids look like. The visuals are beautiful, but you won't be mining any of the shiny new space rock. Your job is to run around the periphery and scoop up Veldspar, some Scordite, and then hack a can. In addition to looking at the pretty visuals, this mission has you running around collecting a total of 15 small asteroids. With each rock taking a couple of cycles, odds are you'll see at least a couple of the new mining crits, which is always fun. When I ran this mission for the first time, it didn't give you a warning if you tried to undock without a data analyzer fit. As of the November 20th patch, that apparently has been added, which is nice. Having to make a 12 jump round trip would be a major pain if, say, someone didn't pay close enough attention. Not that that happened to me on my first run or anything. After hacking the can and collecting the data inside, you fly 6 jumps back to Kisogo. It's worth noting that I think this mission is intentionally a bit long to make sure that you have plenty of time to finish training Mining Destroyer, which will be required for the 2nd and 3rd mission. When you turn the mission in, you get your shiny new Pioneer. Strip the gear off your venture, grab the extra laser, and fit up your new destroyer. For this mission, you'll need a mining survey chipset equipped. This is the module that used to be known as a survey scanner. Your agent will give you a basic scanner, but I already had brought one with my venture to make mining go faster in the first mission, though that's not necessary. The 2nd mission sends you a couple of jumps away to meet with a representative of the Sisters of Eve. This mission is all about learning some of the new mining user interface. Your task is to mine 5,000 units of a unique Veldspar isotope. In particular, you're looking for the less dense variety. That means you want to hit the rocks with fewer units of ore in them. To figure out which is which, you need to hit the button for the built-in mining surveyor. As of the November 20th patch, that button will flash to show you where it is. When you have the mining data chipset equipped, when you hit the surveyor, it also shows you how many units of ore are in each individual asteroid. When I ran it, this mission took the longest. I needed to gather 5,000 ore, and the target rocks had 1,250 units in them. That meant flying over 100 kilometers to gather 4 of them. With the November 20th patch, CCP has both increased the number of target asteroids and reduced the amount of ore needed, so this mission should go considerably faster. Once you gather the Veldspar isotope, you drop it off in an Odysseus, which was the first time I had actually seen that ship in space, so that's cool. Once you return to Kisogo, you'll be given the third and final mission. This is another hacking mission, so make sure you fit the data analyzer. You'll get a warning if you try to leave without it. The final mission is ostensibly a combination mining and hacking mission. Your task is to reach a secured facility surrounded by proximity mines. You can see the mines in your overview if you have large collidable structures visible, or switch to an overview setting that shows everything on grid. From what I was able to gather, the explosion radius for the mines appears to be about 10 kilometers. There is a translucent red sphere that shows you what I assume is the danger zone. I fit a medium shield extender when I ran this in case I tripped one, but both times I've run this mission, I managed to avoid it. The mission intends for you to mine rubble asteroids to clear a path around the mines to the destination. This takes a while. On the run I filmed for this video, I had considered blitzing straight through to see if a tanked Pioneer could survive. Then I noticed something. It appeared there was a big enough gap to fly under the mines on the Z-axis, then fly back up to the target structure. Sure enough, I could bypass the mines and the mining entirely. I do kind of doubt that CCP would let the mission kill your shiny new Pioneer, but it's Eve, so who knows. If you decide to Leroy Jenkins your way to the mines, let me know in the comments how it went. I'll continue to avoid spoilers, but will tell you that you do get to see an Outrider command destroyer as part of this mission. You'll also be given a choice about what to do with the information you uncover about what's been going on. I picked each of the two choices once in my runs, and I don't think there's a discernible difference other than roleplay, but I might be missing something. Upon returning from your mission, you get a bit more ISK, some standings with outer ring excavations, and the data chip you recovered from the final mission. You also get a blueprint copy for the mobile phase anchor, the new deployable that is needed for mining phased fields. With the November update, the chip from the mission now has NPC buy orders for 1.5 million ISK, though not at the mission station. That brings the total ISK reward over 10 million. Overall, this arc was very easy. There are no NPCs to fight, and the only source of damage I'm aware of can be completely avoided. When I ran it, the pacing felt a bit slow, and it's nice to see that CCP is already making changes to speed things up, especially on that second mission. The rewards from this arc are far from spectacular, but they do make sense as a follow-up to the career missions, especially for someone who's looking to get into mining and industry. If I were a new bro or someone running an Iron Man challenge that allowed mission running, I would definitely be hitting this up. The visual tour of the expansion was also cool. I don't do a lot of ore mining, especially not in nullsec, so I may not get to see that many phased fields. CCP has said that this epic arc is a bit of an experiment. They wanted to craft an experience that would introduce players to the Catalyst changes. I think it does a decent job of that. I'm always a fan of new content, so if this is the sort of thing they're planning for future expansions, I'm all for it. It's an iterative process after all, and I'm sure they'll only get better at it over time. I did think it was a little tedious when I ran it, so it's good that it's being streamlined. On a side note, the channel has reached 1,000 subscribers, so a huge thank you to everyone who helped us reach that milestone. I have some thoughts on a giveaway to celebrate, so if you want to be part of that, please like and subscribe. You can also support the channel by using our discount codes at Eve Guru and the Markee Dragon store. Those links are posted below, as is an Eve referral link in case you haven't redeemed your free 1 million skill points. If you want to see more about the Catalyst expansion, check out the playlist on screen, and until next time, keep flying.